Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Scott Turtle Podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching HAPPY Season 1. Today I'm talking about Episode 2, What Smiles Are For. I'm just going to be sharing my general thoughts after having just finished rewatching this episode. In Episode 2, we see Nick joins a high-stake poker game in an effort to win enough money to skip town while Happy tries to persuade him to rescue the kidnapped Haley. I just finished rewatching this episode, and this second episode doesn't let you down when you start the first episode. After watching the first episode, getting into the second episode, it's got the same kind of amount of violence. It's got the same kind of gritty look. It's got that same fun feel. And so when you're first watching this season or even rewatching it, it's just you get right into it. I'm at the moment I'm really rewatching one episode a day, but it's kind of hard because I just want to dive right back in and keep watching the whole season through. Some of my favorite parts about this second episode were at the beginning we see this Jerry Singer bit, where we see Nick on Jerry Springer. He's obviously imagining this. I thought that was a fun little scene. When I first saw this, I didn't know that it was not part of the comic book, but since then I've read the graphic novel, and I know that Jerry Springer scene was definitely not in the comic. But I like that as a way of, showing his internal conflict about whether he, accepting that he's Haley's dad or not. So I really thought that was just a clever way to do it with, it being a TV medium. You have a little bit more freedom than with certain things than in comic books sometimes, and then vice versa. But some of the other things I like about this, we get a really cool apartment fight scene when Nick goes back to his apartment to get some stuff, and some thugs are waiting for him there, some henchmen are waiting for him there, and at first he thinks they're working for Blue, the guy who's trying to get some password from him, but they turn out to be working out for some other guy who I can't remember the name of now, but they end up trying to kill him, and he ends up messing them all up, which is just my favorite part about Nick Stack's character. For some reason, he's just better at killing. For some reason, he's just and it's not because he's like really well trained. He's just able to, tough it out and get through it. And he's really gritty about it. So I just like the feel. So the apartment fight scene was just really cool. And then that leads to the poker game scene, which is just a fun scene. It's a little bit more extended than it was in the graphic novel as well. But it did get the same beats down, him using the ring to get buy-in, and then Happy helping him out. I don't think Happy did the drugs in the graphic novel, though. I don't remember that being a thing. But, that was just a fun little thing. I think that's maybe added into the TV series because it seems that drugs have a connection to seeing imaginary friends in the TV universe. It doesn't have as much of a connection, it seems, in the graphic novel. Like I said, I've only read it once. I'm going to reread it at some point. But anyways, the last thing I enjoyed about this scene is that at the end of this episode, we get Nick finally deciding to actually help Happy to go find Haley, which is just, it's a nice turn. It's just like, he's finally kind of accepting that this is his father, that he's probably her father, and that, he's probably the only one who can help this girl. And he's definitely doesn't have really great reason besides he doesn't want to go back into the fire pit that is, New York for him right now. But, at the same time, what else is he really going to do? Just run away? So I really enjoyed that he ends up deciding to, and that we don't spend too much time with him, fighting against Happy on this. It only ends up being 2 episodes of the season that he's like, no, and now he's on board, and now he just has to deal with the problems he already had in New York, plus trying to find Haley. So I'm excited to get to the next episode, excited to rewatch the next episode to get into that. But that's all my thoughts about this episode of Happy Season 1. Be sure to let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Episode 2 of Happy Season 1. Thanks again for joining me today, and have a good one.